Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen Wire, the platform where we speak truth to power. Today is the 1st of March, 2021. It's approximately 8:48, 12 minutes to 9 in the UK. That will be 12 minutes to 10 in Yoruba land. We have some really sad news that we'll bring in here. As you see, since the 23rd of February, there's been some news going on. Herdsmen Crisis, scores of Ogun indigenes, now refugees in Republic of Benin. Now let's read it. Look at the pictures. These are women and children. Look at that. Majority of them are women and children. They are now refugees in a place called Pobe, I believe, in Benin. Let me go here. Listen. Following recent attacks on Yewa communities, scores of Ogun indigenes have relocated to Benin Republic, Daily Post reports. In the past few days, there have been cases of attacks by people suspected to be herdsmen in Yewa North and Imeko Afon, local government areas. In Imeko, Daily Post reported how a farmer, Dele Olowoniyi, was slaughtered by gunmen who attacked in Oha village at night. A few days after, about 6 persons were claimed to have been killed in Owode K2 area of Yewa North when the attackers invaded the community overnight. After this, several other Yewa residents were reportedly killed, many houses burned, while a yet to be identified number of people, including children, sustained varying degrees of injuries. Last week, Monday, Governor Dapo Abiodun visited Yewa to sympathize with the victims, but when he was at Owode K2 and other places visited, some suspected herdsmen kidnapped one Mrs. Ajoke Eshola and later dumped her lifeless body behind Obasanjo's farm at Igboori. It was a similar scenario the day Abiodun sent a delegation to the area. The delegation had hardly returned to the state capital in Abeokuta when people of Agbon Ojodu were visited by suspected killers. Earlier, before the recent killings, Daily Post recalls that there had been lamentations from traditional rulers in the area. The Obas had sent a petition to the state government, the police, and the army, lamenting that some soldiers led herdsmen into the villages, flogging anybody who tried to stop them from grazing on farmlands. But due to the alleged failure of government to take actions, the cries of monarchs and residents of the area attracted the attention of the popular Yoruba activist Chief Sunday Igboho, who visited the state to displace Fulani herdsmen in Igua. During Sunday Igboho's visit, houses belonging to Fulani and Kara market and Kara market in Igua were set ablaze by some hoodlums who allegedly took advantage of the development. Some analysts have opined that the recent incidents were the reprisal attacks launched by some Fulani herdsmen to avenge the burning of their houses. In an attempt to put an end to the killings and other security challenges in the area, Governor Abiodun held a meeting with 4 northern governors and Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State. Also, Abiodun visited President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday to present a report to him on the crisis in Ogun, saying the relative peace had returned to troubled areas. To him, the killers in Ogun State are bandits who are cattle rustlers, nothing that people could not differentiate between the peaceful Fulani herdsmen and bandits. However, another set of people were kidnapped around 4 a.m. on Saturday along Ayuturu Abeokuta Road. According to police, one kidnapper was arrested. One of the kidnappers arrested was a Fulani man. Today, many residents of Yewa North have become refugees in Benin Republic. When we are not sure of our safety in Ogun State, we have to relocate to nearby Benin Republic, a resident of the area told Daily Post. It was gathered that 5 refugees have given birth in a camp allocated to them by the government of the Republic of Benin. Findings by our correspondents confirmed that many villages in Yewa North have been deserted over fear of another invasion by those Governor Abiodun called cattle rustlers. On Sunday, when the Peace Committee took food to the area, it was learned that there were no recipients. Commenting on the matter, Eselu of Iselu, Oba Kitude Akinyemi, said the residents were not on ground to receive the rice, noodles, and other items from the government representatives. Oba Akinyemi explained that the people preferred being slaves in Benin Republic than coming back to be killed, home to be killed. It is a terrible situation. Nobody's around. They have deserted their houses, the schools everywhere. Palliatives are in Tata. We can't go and pick them up because we are still looking for who to give them to, said the Oba. According to traditional ruler, some residents said they would not return to Nigeria until there is maximum security. Daily Post gathered that the government has deployed a task force of security agents to Ogun State West Axis of the state to foil any further attacks on the villages. Ogun West shares multiple entries from with Benin Republic through Imeko, Afon, Ipokia, and Yewanov. Indigenes of the Syria of the senatorial district have constantly alleged marginalization, being the only zone that has not produced a governor since Ogun State was created 45 years ago. Now, I know I just whizzed through that report. Let's go back. I'm trying to show you signs of failure of governance. And forget Dr. Abiodun. That's all he can do is talk. He is not taking on his responsibility as the chief security officer. If he has to go to Abuja to try and get them to support him, his job is to protect his people first by any means necessary. Now, apparently, in the report, the army were flogging those who were preventing herders from the Fulani herders from grazing on farm food. Let's read it again. Let's have a look. I want you to this is quite sad. Now, okay, I'll give it. I'm going to highlight that point. 1 second. Okay. No, not that one. Okay, this is going very fast. Give me a minute. Okay. Listen to this bit. Listen to this bit. The Obas, I'm going to highlight it so you can see what I'm reading. The Obas had sent a petition to the state government, the police, and the army, lamenting that some soldiers led herdsmen to the village, flogging anybody who tried to stop them from grazing on farmlands. Can you see that? And yet we are not hearing. They are now telling us, the Fulanis in the north are saying they're not bringing foodstuff into the south. We don't want them to bring foodstuff. We don't need our foodstuff, their foodstuff. We were having our own foodstuff, but they're using the cattle to destroy our foodstuff. Can you see that they're deliberately engineering a dependency culture on the north? The federal government of Nigeria is deliberately engineering a dependency culture on the north. The cattle and the food stuff that we need, our own crops, our own perishable goods, they are being deliberately destroyed by the federal government, who are telling the army to come and allow people to let the herdsmen graze on their farmland. We are not in a one nation. Tell me how that is one nation. Can anybody come and tell us how this is one nation? How that's one Nigeria? When those farmers in the south, they are being forced to allow Fulani terrorists dressed as cattle herders to graze on their farmlands, and they're not receiving any compensation. They are now saying now, because that they haven't got, and the very situation they created, they're now saying they're going to import food. We don't know what is in that food. We are saying to everybody now, say no to cow meat. Don't accept any produce from people from the north, because we don't know what they put in it. We should be dependent ourselves. And also, why is it that nobody is raising alarm? People of Yewa in Ogun State have relocated to Benin Republic because they don't feel safe. And this is not making international news. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. 1 second, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we are basically saying is this. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we are basically saying is this. We keep telling you all that we haven't got a good governance who are putting the people's interest at heart. I've just read to you. The Oba sent a petition to the state government, the police, and the army, lamenting that some soldiers led herdsmen to their villages, flogging anybody who tried to stop them from grazing on farmland. Now, when a cow herder, i.e. Fulani cow herder / terrorist, does that, when it takes his cow and grazes on a farmer's crop, he's not going to pay compensation. He doesn't pay compensation. And this is why we are saying, if the Fulanis believe that they own our land, own everything in it, we need to kick the Fulani out. Say no to cow meat. Say no to buying any produce whatsoever from the Fulanis. Listen, I'm going to come back later on and give you more updates on this. But as it stands now, People are leaving, Yorubas, Yewa, people are moving from Yewa into Benin Republic. And that is shameful. And that is shameful. We Yorubas, Governor Dapo Abiodun, you failed the people. And your job as a chief security officer is to ensure the people are safe and secure in their own land. Enough of this nonsense. Call back later on. Thank you for watching. Please join us. And yeah, we will talk to you later on. Thank you. Got to take this call. Thank you. Good. I'm doing something here, and this is just to help. I have this product that I'm using, AG Sarah, and that product, it's a plant-based product. And what I've started using it myself. I've been using it since about December time. I started using it, and I've been keeping notes. Now it's 1 sachet a day. You take a sachet a day. Yeah. So I take a sachet a day, and 1 in the morning I do, and that's what it is. And you just open it and pour it under your tongue, and in the morning before anything else, and then you drink warm water with it. Now what I've done, as you all know, I've got chronic pain. So with the chronic pain, it made things really bad. And a friend of mine who also had issues, she said, "Oh, why don't you try this? This is what I use. I try and it helps me." And I thought, I tried everything else, CBD oil, everything else. It wasn't really, after a while, it wasn't really helping. So I used it. I started using this for about 2 months now. And I can see that it is helping. I'm not saying it stopped the pain totally, but it's made it manageable for me. It's more manageable. I'm still in chronic pain. I still can't walk far because of my chronic back pain. I've got metal plates in my back. So that is an issue. So I use a mobility scooter to get around if I have to walk far, but all that, I'm still doing this because I passionately believe in our nation. But this is something that it might be beneficial to people. And they sell this product all over the world. So if you're interested, do get in touch with Citizen AY. Leave a message in the comment box or inbox me on the number that you see there. WhatsApp me and talk to me about AG Sarah. And I can tell you how we can go about doing that. And that can be helpful. This is all to help. What I would actually like to say is that I recognize that we have our own products back home. What we need to do to be able to have safety and security to allow those things to flourish. And then we can promote it just like we're promoting this. Because they can only promote things like this from Malaysia and other countries because their country is relatively safe and secure. We don't have that in Nigeria, in that contraption called Nigeria, or in Yoruba land. And this time, when we get Yoruba land, we are going to provide conditions in which our local medicines will be sold around the world and promoted just like we're promoting this one. So, but in the meantime, please, if you're interested in this, if it can help you, it's meant to help with in terms of diabetes and other things as well. It's meant to help. I don't know, but I can only vouch for what I've done so far. If it resonates with you, please do share it. It's called AG Sarah. Get in touch. The number is on the screen. So there we have that done. What I want to say at this point is please subscribe to us. Click on the button that you see on the screen, the red button on Citizen AY on YouTube. Go and do so now. I thank you all for joining me. Talk soon. Bye for now. Bye. Please donate to Yoruba Rescue Fund. It is time to build a great Yoruba nation.